Everybody. Today is Wednesday. You know what that means. It's time for the Everyday Riches Show. And I am so excited because today we have Tony Lucero here. He is just going to rock your socks and blow your world. Promise, 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 promise. But before we get going, we were just talking in the background before the show started about how this show actually started. 3 years ago this week, Barbara Ellison and I came up with the concept of the Everyday Riches Show. How it happened. Oh my gosh. We were at a conference together. And afterwards, Barbara was spending a few days here in Florida with me. And we were out at New Smyrna Beach. And we were talking about,
you got to put in the other details. We were sitting at a outside terrace type of thing, having a cold one.
Or 10.
Or few.
Overlooking the beach. We were at Flagler Beach, and it was just absolutely amazing. And we just looked at each other and we said, we really, all the stuff that we had just learned in the conference, we should do a podcast. So now go back.
Yeah. So we decided to do a podcast, and we developed the structure of it. We decided who we want to have on it. In fact, I even took notes that day. We were sitting next to some musicians, and we said, oh, these guys would be so great to have. Of course, I have no idea what happened to those notes. But, we knew who we wanted to attract. We knew who we wanted to have on the show. We knew exactly what we were going to do, and we thought we'd do it as a true podcast, on radio type thing. And in the end, we decided 2.5 years later to do it on the Facebook format that is then going to be developed into a true podcast. Going to be a YouTube channel and all of that. So everything that we're doing right now has multiple uses, and you should be doing that in your business as well. But we decided to start it on this format because of the reach. And so it's so great to have you here, Tony. We've been doing this here since beginning of September. And that means we've had 20 guests on at this point. And it's just been an absolute fun joy.
I love it. Well, your personalities are contagious. So no wonder you guys wanted to do this. Goodness.
And the funny thing is, Pat and I both met on another coaching program called the Ultimate Game of Life.
Right.
I had lost my husband, and I was lost, had no idea what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And Pat happened to be on the same. And then we went out. I don't remember where we went the first time. And it turned out then we said, well, hey, let's room together. It'll, save on expenses and stuff.
Speaker course.
That was one of the speaker course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And from there on, and here we are today.
Here we are today.
Here we are today. And it has just been absolutely a blast. I mean, I love the fact that she lives in Florida.
Yeah. I've already heard about her 90 degrees. I don't even want to go there right now.
It's such a good day. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Pat Knauer. I am a business strategist. I work with businesses of all sizes and shapes, primarily in the cleaning and healthcare fields, to grow their businesses. And I do it through a different way of bringing business about. And yes, I use traditional methods of coaching and mentoring and business building and development. However, there's an element of magic that goes into it. Not only am I a certified business coach, I'm also a certified life coach and a certified dream coach. So I bring all of those elements into it, along with law of attraction, all the other good things in life, all the other niceties that are out there. And what happens is my clients, on average, grow about 300% in the first year. So I love what I do, and I just love doing it. Barbara, on the other hand, does something completely different. Barb, you want to talk a little bit about what you do?
Okay, well, I'm Barbara Ellison, and I'm your personality pro, because personality drives reality. And the thing that I have really realized is that you cannot have impact or influence or even earn income if you don't have good communication skills. And so that's where I come in. I teach companies how to really transform their messaging so that they can attract the perfect target audience. And so because what happens so often is that people miss out on the know, like, and trust factor. They know they need it, they know they want it, but they don't know how to get it. And so that's where I come in. So it is just a blast to be able to, when the light bulb goes on and people go, that's what I need to say to attract the people that I'm looking for. So, and I have to tell you, Tony is a blast. I'm gonna introduce Tony because we met on another call called the Serving Circle, and he did his Your Perfect Breath, and I went, oh wow, this was amazing, which he's going to do for us today.
Oh,
But you know what? Yeah, of course. Hey, I'm going to put you on. I'm going to put you on the spot. Absolutely. The thing is, though, we realize that there's so much synergy between what Pat does, what I do, and what Tony does. Because you know what? We all want to make a difference in the world. We all want to elevate people to have them be the best that they can be, whether that's in their personal, whether that's in their business. And you know, like for me, I'm the happiness girl. I'm on a mission to make happiness the norm rather than the exception. And you can't be happy if you don't have the things in your life aligned. So Tony, I am so excited to have you here to share with us your expertise of, you know, the things that you do, that you are a revealer.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Pat and Barbara. Yeah, you know, it's like I want to put myself like, what do I actually do? So besides being, you know, a coach or a mentor or guide, which I've done for 25, almost 30 years now. Wow. I'm a revealer, and what I help people do, and I help businesses do, is like reveal the truth about what's really going on. You know, you guys all know, we all have blind spots. I have blind spots. And so we need somebody that's kind of outside looking in that can say, hey, you might want to take a look at this. You might want to realize this is going on, or even aware of this. So I help people kind of navigate from what I call like their current life, which is everything that's in it, or let's say business life and everything that's in it in your business, to get to their desired life or their desired business. And in doing that, you've got to remove things. You got to shuffle things around. You've got to add things, you know, like breath work or different modalities or personality tests or anything. You got to add things to get to this level. And we all are striving for this level, but you know, we're all stuck down here and we just think, okay, this is it. And so I help people reveal like really what's going on. I can do that really, really fast. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah. That's really awesome.
And isn't it fun when the light bulb goes on?
Yeah.
That's the fun part for me. Oh, that's why I do that.
Exactly. Yep.
So where did this gift come from, Tony? Any idea?
Yeah, obviously, as a kid, I had a childhood like a lot of kids do. You know, my mom was married a few times. She's married 4 times. I moved around a lot. So I learned to, at a young age, to adapt, which is kind of interesting. So I've always been able to kind of fit in and be able to just kind of flow with whatever was happening. So that was kind of something that indirectly my mother kind of taught us kids how to be able to be adaptable. And I had some great teachers when I was in high school, read some good books like Think and Grow Rich. And I saw how these people's minds were. And I just realized that for me, at 11 years old, I made a decision on a teeter-totter in Houston, Texas. It was 105 degrees. And I was 11 years old. My mom finally had removed us from a really terrible situation that we were living in. And I looked up at the heavens and I said, just like what Barbara just said, I'm going to choose happiness for the rest of my life. And that decision defined everything that I learned afterwards. So I started having like the universe was giving me all these great teachers and great careers and opportunities to fail a lot so I could grow a lot, you know? So And doing so, I used all these skills and all these different things in my personal life. But then I realized I should share these things that I'm learning. So I started sharing them, and in sharing them, it strengthened my sword, made me better. And, you know, here we are, like really being able to hone in on the truth for people, like helping people reveal the truth about themselves, helping people reveal the truth about, what's going on, what their direction, what their path is, and what they need to implement. And it's usually all the things I've implemented in my life or have helped companies and or people implement. So it's a gift from, childhood that just kind of spawned into, me staying true to who I was, and staying on that path and not deviating from what I felt was the truth, which is this pursuit of happiness. That was it. How do I stay happy?
Right. Can we talk about failure for a minute?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the elephant in the room all the time, right? People are so afraid to fail.
Yeah.
So what has been the biggest reward from an experience of failure?
This is coming at me. You guys talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For me is I've always, every time I got ready to do something, it seemed I would stop before I just responded. I would stop and just kind of sit still for a little bit and just kind of wait. And in that waiting, I would have somebody show up to me and offer guidance. But I've always trusted my gut. And a lot of people trust their head. And if I would trust my head in all these transactions, all these failures or these experiences, or I call them experiments that just didn't go as I planned them to, then I would be a wreck. So I always trusted my gut. And when something would happen, so let's say, I remember this one instance we were making a big business decision to change the message of our company to something entirely different back in 2009. And some people said, I don't want to shift. I don't want to change. I don't want to do it. And they're talking here, they're talking here. I don't see it's going to be possible. And I'm going, no, wait a second. No, this is what we have to do. This is what we need to do. So some people left, some people stayed. The people that stayed became millionaires, so I think of times in my life when something would happen. I always checked in. Now, have I had failures? Absolutely. A bankruptcy? Oh yeah, absolutely. Was it really my fault? Not really, because of the things that happened, but I realized that my number one strength finder is my number one personality trait is positivity. So I've always been able to put a positive spin on everything, even like with COVID, even with, people that have had failed marriages or, have gotten sick. Like I see the positiveness in that, like, you're sick. Well, let's get you healthy. Let's do these different things that you've not been doing before. Let's eat food that has color in it. That stuff that you have to open up that's in a plastic bag that's been sitting on your counter for 6 weeks. So I just had the ability to do that. So failing for me is an opportunity for me to see something big and something positive. Like there's a reason why if I hit a wall, when that happens, there's a reason for it. And I just got to stop, take a time out, not get all emotional and freaked out and make really bad decisions and just, so what am I not seeing or what am I not feeling or what do I need to see or what do I need to feel right now? And is this something else that's popped up again that was like something that happened 10 years ago? It's just in a different form this time, but it's just still the same thing. It's still the same thing. So if it is, then once I make peace with that, once I overcome that obstacle, then that one goes away and I usually don't ever deal with it again. So I learned that thing one time or 2 times or 3 times or 4 times until I get it, until I fix it. Once I fix it, it goes away.
This lifetime or that lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So once I fix it, though, it never shows up again. And now I can help others when I see it happening for them.
I call it going around the mountain.
Going around.
One more time around the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, seriously.
Absolutely.
And then some people have this happen. It's like, oh God, here comes again. Here comes again. Oh my God, this is, you don't know my life. This is the way it's always been. And that's just not what it is, and that's, they're stuck up here. So we got to get them down because your heart wants you to have abundance, great relationships, beautiful health, vitality, experiences. And if you're not feeling that in your life right now, it's because you're up here. Right. We got to bring you down.
And sometimes that's hard to hear. I can remember there were times where it was like, but it was like, yeah, no, Barb, yeah, you have to take personal responsibility for where you're at.
Yeah.
Like I also had to declare bankruptcy and through no fault of my own, but you look back and go, gee, well, and what did I learn what did I learn from it? And it just, so much has come out of it, after the fact of the learning. And I think that's what the most important thing is if you learn from it, because they always say life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you handle what happens to you.
Yeah. I heard this great quote, you guys, and I was like, this just resonates so much with me. So it was like, we came into this world with nothing. Mm-hmm. We're leaving with nothing. And everything in between is just a gift. Like everything in between is a gift. I love that. Whatever it is, so you had this thing that didn't go right. Okay, you had this thing, but everything is a gift because we have nothing and we leave with nothing, so it's like we just have to shift our energy on what we're telling ourselves, the story we keep telling ourselves, Yeah. So
Tony, you must be like really great at getting people to stop the momentum of things that are not working.
Yeah. It's I call it the if I'm talking to a female, I call it the father-daughter conversation. If I'm talking to a male, the father-son conversation. I never had a father growing up. My mom got married 4 times, so we always had a different figure in the house. And I never could have a talk with the father. But sometimes when I'm sitting with somebody and I say it with love, like, Pat, hey, look, I love you, but I want to share something with you. And I want you to feel my love when I say this. I'm not mean in any way. And then so I literally can have them sense or feel something differently than probably way somebody else would tell them. So yes, I can stop people, but it all comes from my intention. You know, a lot of people want to stop momentum, say, hey, don't do that. Or, you know, it's this powerful thing, this entity that comes at them. And so, yeah, I have no problem, and I welcome those conversations. I love those conversations, not only for me, but for the other person, because now the other person gets a chance to surrender a little bit, become a little bit more vulnerable, and then take a time out to actually see what's going on and make a decision, you know, on what's the right course of action after that, you know?
So when you're dealing with a company, an entire culture that's built on, what's the best word I can use for this? That's politically correct, that is built on incongruence, perhaps, or on a lack of love.
Yeah.
How do you get that company to start turning around?
This is such a great conversation. I spent 18 months working with John C. Maxwell, and he is a master in leadership. And one of the big topics that we got to talk about a lot was culture. Like, culture eats vision for lunch. Culture is king. Culture is everything. And so for companies to not look at their culture, you know, and see everything as different is a big, big mistake. And so I can go into companies and I can say, tell me about your culture. Well, we have this group that kind of does this. We have this group that the sales department, they're kind of like in their own thing. And it's like, okay, but as a whole, like, what is this team playing like? Are we all playing and singing the same music? Are we all feeling the same energy? Or is it, you know, and so I love going in to ask that question to a company. What is your company culture? Not like, hey, what's your bottom line? What's your revenue like last year? No, it's like, what is your culture? Because if you shift culture, you can shift everything. Yes. And a lot of companies don't put a lot of emphasis on culture, and culture is not a mission statement. It's much deeper than a bunch of words on a website. Like, culture is like, hey, we show up like this. You think of Google, for example. Their culture was, hey, you come to work. Here's a place for you to stay at work. We got these electric bikes. You can ride around. You can have, you know, as long as your stuff's getting done and there's this community, you know, magic can happen. And so for companies, we have to have them sit down and identify what their culture is. Do you want a culture of fun? Do you want a culture of love? Do you want a culture of recognition? Or is it, you know, all about the bottom line? Is it all about, you know, crossing those I's, dotting those, you know, crossing those T's, dotting those I's? I mean, what is it? You know, is it 8 to 5? Like, is this part of a family culture? We don't even know. A lot of companies don't even know that. They might talk about it at the beginning, but then you guys all know, once everybody gets settled in 3 weeks down the road, it's like, okay, I'm at my job, you know? Sure. So you really I spent a lot of time with the, you know, the CEOs and the directors and the people that have the voice in the company, and find out what it is. And it's shocking, ladies, as you probably know, it's shocking to see that people have a vision and they have a mission statement, but the culture's lacking. You know, everybody hates the boss. Like, how can you hate the boss? Right. How do you hate I can't stand who I work with. I can't stand all these people. Well, then you're hiring the wrong people. Then they're not buying into the culture. Right. So we got to clean house. Let's clean house, you know? So,
you know, for me, what I find sometimes is that I have people that it's like, okay, fine. Yeah, you have to, there's 4 different basic personalities. You have to find the ones that work together, and to understand the ones that you don't work with, to understand the others. And I think that's so much part of culture. Is just getting along with, you know, more and more, like they say now, 75% of companies are finally doing some type of personality assessments or training. They're really realizing exactly what you're saying, that they're going to get so much more done by having a culture that works well.
Yeah, we actually implemented in our company, we did the Gallup Strength Finder, and all of our leaders, all the top income earners, we all took that, and it was shocking and eye-opening at the same time. It's like people go, well, that's why, Tony, you never want to, you know, well, it's not fun. If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it, you know. You know, exactly. So now you know how to talk to people, and now you know what you're missing, and we need to hire more people that are like of this caliber and this type of personality and this type of thing, versus just hiring people in masses and training them in classes and kicking them out on their asses. That's what a lot of companies do,
Right. They're just putting them in spots with no thought to how they're going to work around. And the people that they're going to work with. Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
So Tony, when you are going into a company, or I even consider, if you're a solopreneur out there, you are a company of one.
Yes.
And one person needs to set the culture of their company, because it's not just their employees. And if you're a company of one, then you are your employee. But it's also how you interact with your customers. It's how you interact with your vendors. It's how you interact with salespeople who call you on the phone, with your prospects, with your community. What you do has a ripple effect. Mm-hmm. So when you're actually talking to people about their culture, and you're talking to them about doing their perfect breath and doing things that are aligning them spiritually and energetically into their business, what is the biggest thing, the biggest pushback you get?
A lot of people play what I like to affectionately call tapes and movies in their head. And these are things that people told them. These are things that they might have read, something they might have saw in the newspaper and things like that. And so a lot of people carry this stuff around with them. They carry this baggage around with them. And even when they know, like, for example, I can tell somebody with years of research, decades of research, how important, and show documents how important meditation is for people, how it can help lower blood pressure, calm you, all that stuff. And people go, yeah, but I'm not into that, and my back hurts, and I can't keep my mind quiet. And they play these tapes, these movies. And so for me, that's probably the biggest thing for people to understand, that there are forces that we cannot see that are here to help us. And if you allow yourself, if you surrender and trust the process, then something beautiful potentially can happen. And once people can realize, and I use me as an example, I share my story, just like you guys share your stories. I share my story. Here was my journey. Here's what happened to me until I discovered this, or when I added this, or when I removed this. And so I use my story or other people's stories as my teaching board, if you will, for these people to go, okay, I'll try it, or I'll give it a shot. And then once they give it a shot, then they go, oh, that was interesting. I want a little bit more of that. Okay, then we give them another shot, and we get another shot. So it's kind of like training a dog. You gotta, you bring a new dog home, and it's like, okay, no. You start doing stuff like that, and eventually the dog just looks at you. You go, oh, she wants to go outside right now and go potty. We have to train ourselves kind of weirdly like animals sometimes when we're learning something new. Like, okay, develop the pattern, develop the routine, keep doing it, honor it, and that type of thing. So. But that's probably the biggest thing, is a lot of people just have these preconceived ideas that are in their DNA that I need to flesh out, and tell them it's okay to flesh it out, to feel and experience something new.
Wow, you must have a lot of patience.
Yeah, it's like, sometimes when I talk, people go, oh my God, he's talking to me. He's talking to me. He's talking to me right now. Yeah. So yeah, it's beautiful when I get somebody that is ready, just like when you guys get somebody that's just kind of like in this, I call this a holding pattern, or just kind of circling, and they're just don't know what's next. Like they're in it, but they're not winning it. And so when I get somebody in that space that's willing to do that, that comes to me and says, hey, you know what, pick me, it's time. Then I know that we're well on our way. A lot of people don't want to go, as you guys know, don't want to go down this space. They don't want to face the truth. They don't want to deal with the noise, or the heaviness, or the change, or the risk, or the fear, or all these weird things that are up here, not here. Not here. That's all up here. So we got to get them down here. When somebody gets down here, then we can start to make wonderful change.
Right. It's a shame that, we were not taught this in school. Yeah. We were not taught this in our homes growing up. We were not taught it in churches and synagogues, and we weren't taught it out in the community. Thankfully, things are beginning to open up. The energetic world is beginning to seep in more than it used to in the past. There were always some people who are thought leaders out there who got it, who are doing the things. My grandmother was into pyramids big time. She manifested amazing things, right? But we weren't taught this as children. We weren't taught this from birth. So we're having to undo the things that we got when we were children. What is the quickest way you found to undo some of these old existing patterns?
Yeah. So I always get people to do like an inventory list. And that inventory list is them literally saying, okay, asking themselves, like, who am I? Like, what are my gifts? What am I good at? And start writing all these beautiful things. And when they start writing all these beautiful things, like, what are your talents? What are your skills? What do you love to do? It's like that shifts them. Most people aren't aware of what the good they bring. They're more focused on the bad. So they always focus on like, well, I don't want bills and I don't want to be health. I don't want to be not healthy. And so they always focus on the nots. I want people to focus on all the good stuff. So somebody can see themselves in a different light or a different, I call it frequency, in a different frequency. And you can go, oh my gosh, like I'm all of this. That's interesting. Like, that's pretty exciting. Like, I'd like to meet this person. Like, I want to meet this person right here that's got all these skills and talents and how other people see them. So once I have somebody do like a simple exercise like that, then I can see if they're open to go down this path and discover what's next for you. Because maybe what you're doing right now for a career is not it. 90% of the time, it's not it for people. You guys are doing what you love. I'm doing what I love, but it took me a long time of analyzing and looking at this list going, this is not it. And once I discovered what it was, then obviously abundance comes. So it's baby steps for people. It's like you just, when you expose something new to someone, it's got to be something, some people like to come at them guns a-blazing. There's pushback there. But if you come at them and go, hey, look, this is who you are right here. Look at this beautiful person. I wonder what's next for you. And they're like, yeah, I wonder what's next for me. Let's go down that path, And so I just kind of guide them and reveal things to them along the way that they were not even aware of, or they knew it, but it's been locked in the vault. It's been locked in the vault of doubt and fear and, all the head stuff that we go through.
Right. Yeah.
So how did you come up with your perfect breath?
So I've traveled all over the world. So I've been on a spiritual journey probably for about 20 years of my life, like really hardcore, reading books, doing meditation. I followed Dr. Joe Dispenza, one of my great teachers, for 2 years. I went to Peru to meet him and, go through one of his classes. And so I've been in the space of learning. Like, if I'm not learning, I'm dying. If I'm not growing, I'm dying. So I've been in the space of just learning all the time. And I've been traveling around the world. I went to Peru a couple times. I spent a week in the jungle in the Amazon with nothing except a backpack and some underwear. And I think I had a toothbrush. But I went on this journey. And in that, I discovered all these wonderful modalities, whether it be meditation, breath work, yoga, tai chi, qigong, plant medicine, like all these different things that we have at our disposal that no one ever talks about I was investigating it. And so I said, you know what? I want to teach the world this. Well, when I started teaching people meditation, I heard these things. Oh, I tried it. Oh, my head hurts. My mind's busy. I got a slip disc. I can't get quiet. My kids won't shut up. And like all these things. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's do breath work. Well, I don't want to do that because last time I almost passed out. I can't believe it. I thought I had to call the doctor. My heart was palpitating. I started shaking. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm getting. And like, okay, so the last 5 years of my life, I've been on this mission to find a modality or something I could learn, combine things, put together to create something that I wouldn't hear all that noise. And lo and behold, in December of this past year, in 2020, I was on a journey in Joshua Tree, and one of my teachers was there and guided me after 8 hours, and I received this gift. And this gift combines, I'm a certified hypnotherapist. It combines hypnotherapy. It combines sound. It combines everything that I am into a very simple breath that takes just a few seconds. But when you do it for 17 minutes, as Barbara knows, it's very profound. Like what comes in like last night, Barbara, these people last night were crazed on what they were feeling like. Gosh, in 17 minutes, like people having complete shifts.
Wow.
So, but the breath is really simple. It takes, 5 seconds to do, 10 seconds to do, but you do it over a period of time with music and your headphones on and just feeling good. And all of a sudden love comes in and man, you can't stop it. You can't stop what love wants to show you or allow you to experience. So, it's called Your Perfect Breath. The reason why I know it's perfect, because it's crazy. When I came out of my meditation in my journey, I went on Google. I said, Your Perfect Breath. And no one had it. I go, well, I guess I must have the perfect breath then.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
yourperfectbreath.com. And now the reason why it's called Your Perfect Breath is because you're perfect. And once you know the steps, you can modify them any way that you want to kind of doing since COVID started. So over a year now, I've been doing a nightly guided meditation at 8:30 Central Standard Time. And when this new breath came to me at the end of this year or of last year, January 1, I said, okay, I'm going to do this new breath now. And so since January 1, I've been doing it every Monday through Friday at 8:30 Central Standard Time on a private Zoom. And it's just been wonderful. We have people that are in our Facebook group that watch. We have people that come in, but my responsibility to humanity is to make sure that I'm sharing this free gift that I got with the world, because so many people are not, I don't want to say, I forget the word hurting, but so many people are in a tough spot right now, and they're just looking for that thing to help them, give them enough strength to get to the next spot, or to get out of that spot. And this breath is a great way to do it, because it's just you tapping into you, feeling you. And when you knew that, watch what you do. A lot of yous right there.
How can people access that?
They can. The best way to find me is probably you can do it on Facebook. Just I am Tony Lucero on Facebook. But if you find me there, I'll add you as a friend, and then all of my stuff I usually put on my Facebook page every day. Hey, join me tonight for. So I am Tony Lucero on Facebook is probably the best way to reach out. And then Instagram, I am Tony Lucero too. So
That's awesome.
Just reach out, and I love connecting with everybody, and anything I can do to help anybody, start loving themselves more, feeling themselves more, and getting out of this more. That's my mission.
That's fantastic. So what are you most excited about right now?
I'm most excited about humanity right now. This whole thing. So here's my positive spin on everything, right? So here's Tony putting this positive. COVID came at a very interesting time. Yes, COVID is what it is. So let's just leave that at the doorstep. But what it allowed people to do last year was to start their journey, to start their path, to start their awakening, whatever you want to call it, to start asking the question like, well, what should I do since I don't have this job and things aren't the same and everybody's getting sick and I'm locked indoors, and I'm going to start working on my health. Perfect. Let's start doing that. Let's maybe get in the best shape, or not. Some people didn't, of my life. Let me start a business online. Let me find a coach. There's a lot of people that are now coaches that have been wanting to be coaches for years, but because they were so busy doing their other job, their life, that they didn't have time to do the certifications, to do all the, the work they need to do. And so you have all of this movement in humanity right now, which is great. So I'm most excited about this, the pop, if you want to call it that, that's happened. And people are now this pops of popcorn everywhere. People are starting to come out of their shell, and they're starting to ask questions, and they're starting to look for guidance and discover who they are, or reveal their truth about what really is important. Is it really important that I make $1 gazillion and have 5 houses and 15 Louis Vuitton purses? Maybe that's 2020 it was, but in today's age, is it? Or is it happiness and joy and peace and love and community and abundance in all areas of your life, whatever that looks like for people? So I'm excited about that for people. Like, humanity has definitely shifted, and it's been wonderful to watch. And because of that, all of us are now coming into our own. You as coaches and trainers and guides, we're all coming into our own, and we're becoming better, because I get to now sharpen my sword even better, working with more people in different walks of life. So that's what I'm most excited about.
Very exciting. Very, very, very exciting work. Do you have something as a gift for our listeners? And if you are watching this on replay, please type in #replay. We'd appreciate that.
Barbara wants me to do the perfect breath. So let me just share it with you guys, and let's have everybody do it. And then you'll see how cool it is, because it's not what it's actually. I don't even call it meditation. The word that came to me was this word called integration. And integration is not even a word in the dictionary, which is like bizarre. So if you go to the Urban Dictionary and you type in integration, you'll see the perfect breath on there. So it actually is a word now. So anyway, so I call it integration, which goes beyond meditation. Because when I say meditation, people get all freaked out, and then all the walls come up, right? All the barriers. So it's very, very simple. And you can do this while we're doing it together live. You can do it when you're driving a car. You can do it when you're out walking your dog. What it does, it amplifies everything around you. Or if something's going on that's not good and juicy and delicious, and the guy coming at you, the boss yelling at you, you can do it to reflect. So it's kind of like a force field. So if I'm driving, I can just sit up nice and tall. And all I want to do is I want to say the word love underneath my breath, but I want to actually physically say it, whether it's love or love, whatever you want to do it. So I say the word love, and I take a deep inhale through my nose, and I pull the breath up into my head. And as I do, I then hold my breath and I smile. So if somebody's yelling at me right now, screaming at me, I'm just holding my breath and smiling like this. And in my head, all I'm doing is saying love, 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 love. So I'm just looking around, love, 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 love. Everything's love. All is well. No one knows I'm doing anything, any modality. And I hold this for as long as I can, saying love and smiling, holding the breath. And when I'm ready, I just say, let it go underneath my breath. So I go, let it go. And I exhale through my mouth, slow as I can. At the end of the breath, I say, love. And I say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the structure of the breath. So let's do it one more time together. So let's just say love, inhale through our nose, pull the breath up into our head, hold it, smile, love, 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 love in our head over and over as fast as we can. All we're seeing, think is love. We're enjoying everything around us. All is well, no harm, no one gets hurt. When we're ready, we say, let it go under our breath and blow out through our mouth. We say love again. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
That is fantastic.
And then we do that. And like right now, I got tingles. But then you imagine doing that with a bunch of people that all show up together. They all put our headphones on and we listen to music as we're doing that. It's just, there's nothing else like it. So when I got the gift, music definitely has to be involved. Most people say, well, you meditate, you have to be completely quiet. Well, I was shown, no, people don't like that. They don't like quiet. So let's bring in some juicy music that allows people just to kind of get lost. So we do music and their breath, and it's beautiful. So thank you for allowing me to share that, Pat. I'm very honored. Thank you.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm sure everybody will use that today, all day long as we're going through our day. Yeah.
I do it when I wake up.
Yeah.
And before I go to sleep. And it really has. It just kind of like, they always talk about being centered. That's what it does for me. And yet I have to admit, in some of the 17 minutes that I've done, it's like, oh yeah, this is really, and the tears are rolling.
Yes.
Because you release things. And sometimes you might know what it is and sometimes you don't. And that's okay. That's the beauty of it. So
yeah, it's love coming in. So when love frequency comes in, because that's what we're drawing in when we say love and we think love and we're smiling. These are all things that our body loves to do, is smile and hold our breath when something's good. So when love is coming in, whatever you need to feel, that's what it feels. I do it all the time. Like when I'm out walking my dogs, again, it can amplify a feeling. So if you're at a park and everything's like, oh God, it's so beautiful out. Look at the sunset or look at whatever. It's like when you do it in that space, it's so beautiful. It just amplifies. And yes, you will probably start crying when you do it for no reason. When you're, getting an ice cream cone, can I have an ice cream cone, please? I love you. Okay. It might happen. So be prepared for it.
Mm-hmm. Nice way to enhance your gratitude practices today.
Yeah.
Yes. Good thing. Good thing.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here today, Tony. This was really, really wonderful. I'm so grateful. Thank you for allowing me to share me with you. That's what we're supposed to be doing, right? We all need to share our gifts with the world, whatever that looks like. So please keep continuing doing what you guys are doing. Anything I can do to help serve you and your family and your tribe, I would love to. So thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
And he's not just talking to Barbara and I, he's talking to you as well. So
no, I'm not even talking to you at all. I'm talking to all of them, all of you out there.
That's right.
All of
exactly
you. Yes.
Right. It's global.
Yeah.
So
because that's one of the things that through this that we've been going through, we've realized so many more people are realizing that it's not just about me or just about Pat or just about Tony. It's that we are all in this together. Mm-hmm. And there's that African prophecy, or not, it's the statement that if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. Yeah. And that's where we are all in this together. And that is the beautiful part of it, when you get like-minded people. And so that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's our tribe. We have like-minded people. And
the old energy was all about, the guy that makes it to the top, and we all support the guy, in his vision. The new energy that we're all in right now, the spiritual awakening, this loving energy we're all feeling. It's all about community and to realize that we're all connected. It's this Aquarian energy. So we're in the age of the new Aquarius. So if you guys remember back in the 60s, how the age of Aquarius, it was all love and free and, let's love thyself, love everyone. Well, we've come back to that. And so businesses that will thrive, people that will thrive are people that will adapt to this new energy, which is community. Right. So we're doing things as a unit, as a cohesive family versus, hey, what's your vision? Let's just follow this guy. That's a little bit more difficult in this new energy than it was in the old one. So find your family, find your tribe.
Right. And for me, one of the things, it's gone from competition to cooperation.
Yes.
Collaboration to collaboration. It's like, let's do this together. Let's work together. Yeah. So
no longer me, it's all about we.
Yes, perfect.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. And that's what this show is all about. It's just, because it's everyday riches. That's why when we first thought that, it was like, we want people to have everyday riches. And everybody's definition of everyday riches is so different.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us all so unique. That we are all different, but we all have similar things that we're looking for. We're looking for love and community and commitment, and and we can do it.
Yep. Value.
And to be valued, to be seen, and to be heard.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Let's do our part.
Tony. Have a good day, everybody.
Tony, this was amazing. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Hugs and kisses, everybody.
Hugs and kisses.